Hi, I'm Demi.
And I'm Andrea.
Welcome to Pretty Wrong.
Here we are, another episode.
We left off on a few things last episode, but one being that I was in Girlfriend Purgatory.
Yes.
And I didn't even know what I was walking into shortly after because we filmed on Thursday.
Yes.
The following day was Halloween. And I went to breakfast, argued about with a restaurant that we went to.
I'm sensing a theme.
Only to be shocked at the end of it. He's like, we're going to go to this place in Gold Coast. You always pick everything. What do you think? And I was like, I don't love the parking situation over there.
I love how if he gets the choice, he picks somewhere in Gold Coast. That feels not on brand.
It's because it was close to where we were going.
Oh, okay. All right.
So and that's why I was like, why are you choosing a place in Gold? Why are you inconveniencing me with this breakfast choice?
Love it.
So then he ultimately was like, you got this. We're good. You pick everywhere else we go. Release your control and just go. We're like, I always say yes to wherever you want to be. So we go to breakfast. It's normal. It's Halloween. We're talking about what our kids are going to be. And then afterwards, he was like, I have a surprise. We're going to go ring shopping today.
Oh my God.
It's all the things you want them to do when you're in this situation where like he surprised me. He planned it. He listened. I still had to have that moment because I've never been surprised before.
I don't think I have either.
Like, I always wondered if someone could could they actually surprise me because I'm nosy? I investigate everything. And I'm just like, I have that like witchy intuition that I know I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Fully caught off guard.
Well, it's kind of like, it's almost like as exciting as being proposed to.
Yeah, I was like so impressed. And I think like I got to see him in a different light where he like walked in. He's like, we're here for this appointment. Here's my name. Like he just like took the lead on everything. And I realized that Purgatory is so much more about not knowing if they're going to do it.
It's actually like, are you really going to do this?
Yeah.
Like you're
I don't
calling
want
his bluff a little bit.
Or I don't want to like live in the fantasy land, right?
Yeah,
like, are you serious about it?
Yeah.
And then not even from a like, when is it going to happen or a pressure perspective, but let's not fantasize.
Right.
Until we know what we're really dealing with. And I thought that it was like, is this going to push me deeper into purgatory or take me out of it?
And what's the verdict?
I think I'm out all the way.
Okay, so you were in it for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Like,
yeah, I was like,
days.
once it was a conversation, I was like, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I think it's interesting too that you kind of put yourself there by like asking.
Yes.
And then he was like, right? Like,
yeah, I was like, hey, like you keep talking about, I can't wait to marry you. Blah, blah. I'm like, don't say that unless we're going somewhere with this.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of girls can relate to that.
Sure. Yeah.
I was talking to a client on the way here and she was like, I want my trainer to break up with her boyfriend because of how long she's been in purgatory for.
See, I don't know the date. Maybe we should think about this. But once you're in purgatory for a certain amount of time, it's not happening.
I think it loses its fun.
Yeah.
Really. Like, and this can relate to, and it sucks to like, it's not about a title. It's about like the momentum of like, if you really are in the way you say you are, it's when actions speak louder than words, right?
Yes. I think we should bring back, like back in the day, my friend's mom, who's probably in her 80s, said that she got engaged like she got dropped off from another date got engaged like at her house. He was like waiting for her when she came home from another date. Like we should bring back that. Like I'm not yours until we're engaged.
My mom used to say, she's like, you're single till there's a ring on your finger.
My girlfriends are negotiable.
Yeah. But it felt like that. And he had said at one point, he was like, it's really not about the marriage. It's just our age. And he's like, you just feel like so much more than a girlfriend to me.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can't lay that line down and then continue to call me your girlfriend.
Demi has standards.
Yeah. I'm too old.
Yeah, totally. I love it. Okay. And then you made another big life decision.
Yeah. So in all of this, though, I realized today, I was like, we narrowed it down to two styles that we both like.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like interesting that he had feedback, but not, he's like, I want you to have what you like, but this is what I think also looks good.
Okay.
And then
a man with opinions.
Yeah. Like
ring shapes.
Yeah. Shapes, designs.
Yeah.
But I realized I thought I wanted to have a lot of say. And then after I loved being surprised, I was like, no, actually, this is kind of on you now. Like, I loved that feeling.
Yeah.
Both of those I would be happy to accept. let's fucking do it. Your choice.
I love it. I think I would be that way if I were to get married again. I don't want to have to make any more decisions.
I think that we talked about this before, like so many parts of the relationship with a wedding or even just like dating, glamorizing every detail. Like kind of takes being present out of it completely.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all about like content and showing it off and
Right.
what are people going to say? And it's just like, it was very freeing actually to completely release that. I was like, I know you'll do a great job. And if I can trust you in this decision, that's how I should feel going into wanting a partnership.
Right. And I appreciate, you haven't done one of those introducing Aaron to the world posts on Instagram. I mean, you post him.
Yeah.
And you talk about him. But one thing that really bothers me is when people are like...
Announce their relationship?
Announce a relationship and they're like, I finally met the love of my... I finally understand what love is. And this is, and then it's like this whole like caption that's like a whole, essay on...
I don't know that I've ever done that with anyone. I don't know
I haven't either, but I've seen it a lot on Instagram and it really makes me think that it's probably not what's actually going on.
I'm cringing like slightly because I did post something really nice about him on TikTok but genuinely, I was like, I don't want to share him with anyone, but I do wish everyone
It
could
was, but the wording was probably over the photo. Like,
it wasn't like a long caption.
That's acceptable, and on TikTok, like that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
We'll give you that.
Okay, appreciate it. Like, oh God, Andrea hasn't seen it. She's gonna judge the shit out of me.
If you're married, I feel like you have like one or two of those.
Yeah, like an anniversary post.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and then what? Walk me through the timeline here, because then we have
That's
something.
Friday.
We have a very big announcement.
That's Friday.
We're getting very domesticated.
I don't have the gene. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But like me being domesticated it's just not in my fabric of my makeup. Like I'm not really good at cooking. Yeah. I love cleaning, but it's not where I excel. I just don't have that domesticated gene.
I don't either. That's probably why we're friends.
Yeah, I'm domestically challenged, and I lead with that when I get into a relationship, because I'm like, if you're going to expect certain things of me, I just want to be very clear where I don't shine.
Yeah.
And that's in household duties.
So you need someone that I feel like Aaron's pretty good at those things.
He balances it. Yeah. Like we keep talking about pink jobs and blue jobs.
Yeah. And we've had this conversation early on in the season.
He said that there are pink jobs and blue jobs, but you can't say what a pink job is because then it's a problem.
So it's sort of like a kind of...
They're all blue jobs.
Blue leaning pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we go to Halloween, we go trick-or-treating, have a great weekend. We both work Saturday, and then Sunday, I'm in the spirit of life right now where we're just leading with yes. That's how this whole podcast got started.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just keep saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
We'd had a discussion about getting a dog, but like way down the road, he's very specific about the breed. He has an opinion. He's like, I'm not getting a dumb dog. I'm getting a dog that is going to be like listening and worth our time that we invest into training. So we're meeting our friends at brunch, and we walk down Green Street, and there's an adoption event outside Sun Life Smoothie Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Of course we have to go say hi to the dogs.
Especially rich people dogs.
I was going to say outside Sun Life. I was like, it's worth a peek. Rich people dogs.
These dogs are rich.
They listen. I've seen a lot of shelter animals. These were gorgeous, gorgeous shelter dogs.
These dogs have a 401k.
It felt that way. I was like, am I good enough to be here?
Those dogs pick you. You don't pick those dogs.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. She looked at us and I was like, fuck. I just knew we were leaving with her. It just was done. Like he picked her up and I was like, we're both screwed.
She is really cute.
She is really cute. And of course, then like everyone that works there is like, oh my gosh, she loves you so much. I'm like, okay, what I hate is a sales pitch. So I know she loves me too.
Right. You're like, clearly
we know she loves us, but I don't need you pushing the dog on me. So in the spirit of my personality, I was like, we need to play hard to get. Tell them we'll be back in an hour.
And you're like whispering to Honey. You're like,
I'll be back. I'll be back. It's okay. Which I did. I was like, we're going to be back. Just stay patient. It's all a game.
Honey's like, I'll just sit here counting my money.
Well, yeah. She's like, this bitch has no idea. We go to brunch, and of course we're with like a big group of people, and everyone immediately starts naming the dog. I'm with like,
But you don't have the dog with you, right?
We don't have the dog.
Yeah.
We're like,
You
listen,
pictures of it.
we need to talk it through, fill out the adoption application. And meanwhile, like, we're both a little hungover. There's a bongos being played behind our head because we're at this like Spanish style rooftop restaurant.
Are you having drinks currently?
Currently, we're in the drinking process.
Okay.
And I'm
This
like,
is all making so much more sense.
yeah, of course. So then,
But Honey's so happy because honestly, Honey wouldn't want to go home with anyone else.
no,
If
she
you're
knows
not
we're
at
gonna
a
be
rich
back
bitch
for her.
brunch before you're getting her, she's not going home with you.
This was
You're either having brunch, doing yoga, or like meeting with your financial advisor. If not, Honey is like, no thanks.
Please don't pick me up. Keep walking. So then now mind you, prior to our relationship, Aaron hadn't spent a lot of time with gay men.
Okay.
And now he's making a major life decision with 4 other gay men and me.
Right. And glitterous.
Glitterous, me. I'm immediately into my alter ego. But the bongos are being played behind his head. He's trying to have a drink to figure out what he wants. And then our friend Gavin is like, her name is Misha. And so everyone starts throwing out like really elaborate names for the
I
dog.
actually really like Misha.
I loved Misha. Misha got nixed quick, though.
Really? By Aaron? Could it be Honey Misha?
He doesn't need to know. He's still not like fully on board with.
Okay.
He's like, I can't call that dog Honey in public. I'm like, get a nickname. I don't care.
Misha's really good.
Misha is so good, but she is kind of a honey.
Yeah.
So we go back with everyone. We all close out and we adopt her with an audience of people.
It's amazing.
And I don't love that kind of attention. It starts to make me really uncomfortable. So we're signing the adoption papers. All of our friends are watching. And then they bring over like a gift box that was gifted from another pet place. And they're like, do you mind for our website if you two could stand with the dog? So now I'm holding like a bark box open. Everyone's taking pictures. There's like 15 people taking pictures of me. I'm like, I'm sweating. I want to get the dog and get out of here. And now I'm going to be the campaign of the adoption center.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And we brought her home. She's Angel.
But what happened the next day?
Oh,
You called me at 7 a.m. You were like, are you awake? I love having you as a friend now because I know you're awake. Like you're always awake when I'm awake.
I'm
5
always
a.m.,
awake.
6 a.m.
I just
You're
want to
up.
highlight the difference of where Andrea and I are in our lives. I FaceTimed her recently on a Friday night and I had a play date at my house. My house is being terrorized. There's like pizza on the counter, toddlers running around. We FaceTime Andrea and she's like, I'm just getting ready for a diamonds and tracksuits party.
Forgot about that.
And then she was so generous. And then you sent us photos of your outfit with the fur overcoat.
Yeah.
You really keep me alive.
Well, but we're always, no matter what we do, we're always both up early for different reasons.
So I took the dog for a walk. I'm like, okay, honey, let's get acquainted. Let's go do this. This dog has been docile, like has hardly moved from my feet.
Right. You
And-
said her paws had barely touched the ground.
Really, Aaron wouldn't let her walk. Like
Yeah.
he didn't want her to touch the ground.
Yeah.
So this dog has hardly moved. She slept in bed. This is not a quick moving creature.
Right.
We go to the park. I turn around for 1 second. I let go of her leash for when I say 1 second, she took off running, like bolted. I screamed her name and it was like diving for spiked volleyballs left and right. If there's camera footage, I would pay millions for it to be erased.
I thought you were going to say to see it.
Oh no, I never want to see what happened.
You had like a big bruise on your leg when you called me.
Do you want to see it now?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You guys, I'm committed to her life. And
Oh my God.
I thought she was going to run into traffic. So I literally dove at the ground and this sweet woman is watching me dive in platform Uggs chasing this dog.
Oh my God. Platform Uggs. The talismans or whatever. they're
Yeah,
called.
of course you know what they are. I thought I was just going to go on a casual walk. I didn't think I needed my running shoes.
Right. She probably saw someone richer. She's like, sorry, bitch, I see a Porsche.
She's like, sorry, that car's not cutting it. And those Tasmans, not designer.
I need Prada.
Yeah. Well, she almost got her ass beaten. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I saw my life flash before my eyes because I'm like, how would I go back home and tell him that I let the dog get hit by a car?
Right.
Because I let go of the leash for 30 seconds.
You would definitely be back into girlfriend purgatory so fast.
I don't even know if he would make eye contact with me.
I love how this, like the dog that comes into your life the night before is now 100% the most important
I'm
thing.
going to be honest. I was having some jealousy issues.
I know, we talked. I knew this would happen with you. I knew it. It would happen with you.
I was
too.
like, there is one queen of this castle and
Yeah.
it's me.
Yeah.
And so
Not
I
anymore.
straight up told him, I was like, I'm going to need a lot of reassurance
This
that
bitch is getting a blueberry facial as we speak.
She's at the groomer right now. And she's getting an upgraded cologne at the end.
What is that?
Just like a nice scent on her
See,
when
I
she
haven't
leaves.
had a dog since like all of this became very popular. Like I had a dog in the era where the dog was in the backyard. You know what I
was your
mean? Like,
dog?
wait, what?
What kind of dog did you have?
An English Springer Spaniel. But like it was,
I was like, it's
but it was
also
like
checking. It's also checking all the Andrea boxes also.
I begged my dad for it, like begged. I was going to take care of it. I was going to do all the things. And then my dad ended up doing everything.
Of course.
And like being like in love with the dog. And like I barely,
What was the dog's name?
Cassie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love a dog with like a painfully normal name like Linda. Jeff.
I really like Misha.
I liked Misha too. And it really was like a front runner. But Honey just fit.
Yeah, no, Honey's cute. Honey's very cute. Well, I was telling you on the way over here, I feel like a little bit like a dog. Like when people are like telling me, it's like a thing in the date. I don't know if it's like a thing in the dating world or if it's just like the world that I'm in. But when guys live out of town and they're like, I'd love to fly you out, it makes me very uncomfortable.
Have you ever accepted?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I just don't like that phrase. Like, I guess if you want to pay for my flight, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really need that. And it's like awkward.
In my mind, if someone's like, I want to fly you out, I'm assuming there's a private plane involved. Because it feels like that's the kind of like ownership we're taking of it.
Yeah, I think if it's that, then fine. But otherwise, I just think it's a weird phrase.
It's like someone sending you an
It's
Uber.
like
Do you think that's
sex
romantic?
trafficking, kind of.
You do think an Uber, someone sending you a car is romantic?
Yeah, I guess so.
How is the plane different?
It's like across state lines.
Okay, that's where it feels like human trafficking. Okay. I just like when someone says like he flew me out, like immediately my mind gets imprinted with a bottle service girl. And I just don't think you're there.
It just feels weird. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, like,
Yeah.
but if I'm going to choose to come and see you, like, I got my flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. If we're going somewhere together and you want to book the flight,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. Like, it's just like a weird, I think
Over state lines, you cannot offer me
it's like-
transportation.
it's a weird thing to talk about too. Like, if you just want to be like, oh yeah, the flight, I don't know. It's just weird. It feels a little prostitute-y to me.
I could see that.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I had a girl that I used to work with that was like always bragging about guys flying her out or like sending her
Yeah.
things. And this other woman that I worked with who like, she was beautiful, but she was so like just not that personality at all. And she was like, she's a sex worker. And she said it like it was so obvious. She was like, she's a sex worker. I'm like, no, I don't know if that's the same
Yeah.
thing. But she's like, I feel like she's a sex worker. She stood firm in her decision.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the definition, but I do know that Joel and I spent a few sessions early on about him trying to convince me like that some of my friends were into like prostitution. And I was like, no, they're not. And he's like, yes, they are. It's like
It's a transactional
disguised.
relationship.
It's a transaction. Like if you're my boyfriend, I think if you like, to me, that's like, okay, you can start paying for my stuff if you'd like. But to just like get to know someone and be like, let me get your flight. It feels a little
I remember
weird.
I grew up in a household where like my dad was so offended if someone pulled their wallet out with him. Anyone. It didn't
Yeah.
matter who it was. He was like, if you go out with me, you are my guest. And that's just that was his philosophy. And then I remember the first time someone asked me to split the bill, I was like, Dad, you'll never believe what happened. He was like, well, yeah, you're not his wife. And I was like, what?
He really set you up.
You set me up.
Some expectation hangover there.
Literally. And I was like, wait a second. And he's like, I take care of my people. He basically was like, until you're in the circle.
That's funny. I feel like my kids would be the same way. They'd be like, Mom, I didn't pay for, I had to pay for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the life works.
Right. It really was like shocking to me. And I'll never forget, he drove me and my girlfriend to, we were going to this class in New York. He was driving us to the airport and he took us to a restaurant on State Street that was a friend of his. I grew up in the world where I knew what was going to happen. Yeah. And she didn't. She's like a nice, sweet, blonde suburban girl. My dad parks his car behind the restaurant off of State Street. We go in through the kitchen. And of course, why couldn't we just go through the front door?
Because it's like Goodfellas.
Yes.
It's so cool.
And she's like looking around and I'm like, no, like you just have
There's
to
like
smile and
4 coats
nod.
being wheeled in beside you.
We go through the kitchen and then we sit down to order and she looks at the menu. I was like, there's going to be a lot of options, but you're not picking anything.
Right.
You'll be well fed, but you don't get any say.
And this is just like the middle of the day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And they're not going to talk to us. We're literally just here to watch them speak.
Amber from Wheaton was like, what the hell?
She literally, her eyes, and then she went to go grab for her wallet at the end. It was like, he'll kill you. Put it away
it's noon on a Tuesday.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
That's incredible. Well, should we do some questions?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a really good one. I can relate. I wonder if you can too, considering that you don't have the domestic gene either. My spouse loves to cook dinner, but the problem is it sucks. What do I do?
Okay, I am domestically challenged hardcore.
Same.
I can now cook because I see it as like, okay, I just have to follow a recipe, but I can't go rogue. Like I can't try to be just throwing things together.
Never is that happening. And whenever I cook, every single dish somehow is pulled out and dirty. Like I have no way of like whatever that efficiency.
We can't all be Nara Smith. But where did she learn to cook?
I don't know. I think mothers do that usually.
I mean, we're mothers.
I know, but my mom didn't. I think I always she was like, get out of the kitchen.
My parents owned a restaurant.
Yeah. I don't
My
know.
mom cooked. Like it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
But how do I feel about this? I think that if one of you like really enjoys it, you should do it. But I also don't think just because you're better at it, you should be the one that has to do the labor intensive job.
Well, I mean, I don't know how this person feels, but it's like if someone's cooking for you, that's really sweet. But then it sucks to like not enjoy the food. I think you have to just pretend. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Or like get in there while they're cooking and be like, hey, let's put a little seasoning on this. You know, let's cook together.
Totally. I think, I mean, I know that from a previous relationship, every time I would cook, he would like make it very clear that he didn't like it. And it wasn't even like something I worked hard on, but it was this like tiny little microaggression where I was like, damn, like I did that because I loved you. And I really was trying to show you that. And this is your way of just completely negating it.
100%. I was in a similar situation. I would make things in the crock pot and he would like make fun of it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I know that these tacos are like soup, but
I do think
who doesn't like a little like taco seasoned mush?
This is where we have to start getting creative though. If your partner's not good at cooking and it's something that you notice, like offer a cooking class as a date.
Yeah, that's cute.
Offer something that you can both learn and take it from there. But I don't
100%.
think that you should you can't hurt someone's feelings.
You can't hurt someone's feelings. And I think it's a sweet thing if someone's cooking for you. I have really low standards if someone's cooking for me.
Yeah, because I just appreciate the effort because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. We need to communicate. Baseline. We should all
baseline.
Always know that. I'm always the one reaching out to my friends. When do I stop putting in the effort? It's never being reciprocated.
I think I have a pretty high tolerance for bothering people to hang out with me, friendship-wise.
You're fine
Guys,
with being denied?
No, I'll never.
Okay.
I would never like hound a guy for a date or like even probably contact him. But a woman, if I really want to hang out with you, I will bother you a fair amount before I give up.
I feel like when you're starting the relationship, especially in a female friendship, it's always really great to be the one that's kind of creating the plans. There's a momentum. But I think it's also really easy to fall out of it. But if one of you is consistently making the effort, I don't think it's a fair crutch to just be like, yeah, that's not like who I am.
No, because then
It
you
has
just
to
lose
be
interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But every time, that's when the resentment starts to get built, because every time I've done it where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna like ping her one more time, or I'll just keep trying. I think that you have to have your heart out. Otherwise, I've gone to those, like the dinner, the play date, whatever I'm doing with that person.
Yeah.
And I actually am like kind of irritated that I'm there.
Yeah.
Because I did too much work to put myself in a situation that I didn't enjoy it.
That makes sense. I feel like I have a hard, like, I'll do it for a certain, we've talked about this too. I think it might be an Aquarius trait, but like, I'm in, and then I'll just snap. If it's too much, I'll just poof, disappear.
Yeah. I
Gone.
love an Irish goodbye is me.
It's just like, no more energy. It's done. I'm really loyal until it's like, until you push me and then I'm out.
I give people a million chances but then when I've made my decision, we've talked like, once I get the yuck, I'm not getting my yum back.
Yeah.
But in this, I really think it's hard because at different stages of your life, you really don't know where someone's at. And a couple of times I've been frustrated and I'm like, I'm putting in this effort. They're not capable. They're not there. So especially you have kids, you've got jobs, you've got all these things. And my sister came in to get her hair done last night and we were just like on a good flow. And she's my sister. Like I'm always going to be around her and it's going to sometimes work and sometimes not. It was just different. And I think it's because we were more aligned on like where we were in our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a lot of friends from growing up that like I don't talk to all the time, but when we do chat, it's like totally fine, even though we haven't talked in 6 months, year, or whatever. So
I had a really strange situation last night and I called Andrea about it because I had this person make a comment that they developed a story to share an opinion. And in it, I was like trying to figure out, did the comment bother me more or was it the lack of authenticity?
Yeah, it's probably the lack of authenticity.
It was completely that.
Yeah.
Like the more I like marinated on it, I was like, I'm really like, what you're saying doesn't bother me, but the way you went about it makes my skin crawl.
I think you're really good. You're intuitive in that way and picking up on things like that.
Yes. I was like, I don't need to do the detective work to figure out how you lied about this.
Yeah.
But I can tell you just from like, I cannot hide.
No, you cannot. I was just telling someone that today, actually, when I was getting my hair blown out. And I was like, because there's a woman that's like at the salon that I go get a blowout and she reminds me of you. And I don't know her
everyone
name.
tells me, I know exactly who it is. I can't think of her name too. We like Collins.
I don't know her name.
We know
I don't
we
know
look
her personality. Yeah. She just like sort of looks like you.
Yeah.
And I don't know her and she's not like a lesser version of you at all, but I want to say like a Temu Demi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's
We're
just
sisters.
it's not quite you.
Yeah.
But if I knew her, I would call you a Temu version of her.
Yeah, of
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like an offensive thing.
Yeah.
But I was telling Alexis, who was blowing out my hair, I was like, yeah, my podcast co-host has she can't hide her like expressions. And she's like, do you have an example of when it's ever happened? I'm like, no, but I just know that about her.
Yesterday I was like, I think I definitely didn't mask it, but it definitely didn't come out the way it can.
Yeah.
And like, I knew that I was like, if I lean in, like I can't get this off of my face. And I can feel it actually more. My tongue gets very sharp.
Is that where it starts in your body?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel it in my mouth because I can feel that I'm about to articulate the nastiest fucking thing you've ever heard in your
tongue
life.
is literally transforming into a sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm about to verbally joust you.
This is very somatic of us.
But meanwhile, I just stay blank. I'm like, be nice, be nice, be
My tongue
nice.
is a sword, but my face is a cloud.
Yeah. So the authentic, yeah. Like, please don't make me do this to you.
Okay, do we have time for one more?
Yeah.
The holidays are coming. I feel like I'm too old to be buying everyone a gift. Who do I put on my naughty and nice list?
I buy gifts for everyone. Like I'll buy gifts for the lady that does my laundry because it's my love language.
I think that's so sweet.
It is, but I got to scale back because it's getting out of control.
Like, what would you buy someone in that?
It could be a Starbucks gift card.
Okay.
It could be product. It
do you
could be
go
anything.
to like Starbucks and be like, okay, I'm just going to get 10 gift cards? Or do you think about the person when you're buying the gift?
I think it happens throughout the year. Like if someone has made my life significantly easier, I'm like, I really want to like carve out a specific time to give them a gift.
Yeah. So how do you decide, or how are you going to decide this year? I'm really bad at gift giving. I don't care about gifts either.
But you like getting them, Andrea. tells me you like it.
I like it, but it wouldn't be like my main love language.
Okay. I love giving.
Yeah, you love giving.
I love giving.
Yeah.
So the holidays I'm fucked.
You're fucked. Everyone else is.
Yeah, everyone else is getting a
great.
gift.
Yeah.
I did have a friend who I was like, we're not going to get each other gifts. I think I got her like a candle. She got pissed.
Why? Because you got her something?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was like,
see, that
okay,
I don't
like
understand.
take the candle. Like you're done.
Yeah, I don't care.
There's no rules. Like if I want to get you something, it's because I want to. If you don't, don't get me
it does
anything.
create like an awkward moment, but it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I've been through plenty of those.
I think as at a certain age, though, it does get really out of control. Like when people start having kids and your family, your adult family, like all the people in my life who I would buy for, who are, let's say, over 25 years old, they can buy whatever they need.
Right. I think in a good gift, like something that really you like or is really thoughtful, I think is great. If it's just something that's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, depending on who they are, but I dated a guy and I remember he must have like Googled like what does a spiritual girl want for the Christmas or something. And it was like just like, you know, a deck of tarot. It was just like I was like, this is
bad.
Bad
Gifts are bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
My ex got me a necklace with like a feather on it one year. And I was like, huh.
But there is an art of
Have you met
accepting.
me?
There is an art of accepting a gift that you're not like super jazzed about.
That's where the RBF becomes an issue again because I can't fake it.
You need RGF, resting gift face.
My my old mother-in-law got me like maternity leggings one year for Christmas when I was pregnant, and then as she took them out, she like commented on what size she got me. Like it just was like it was so bad.
It's already maternity. We can just leave out like whatever we think is a size. I don't even know why maternity has sizes.
I remember when I just remember staring at her being like, smile, 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 do something. Stop being so angry looking.
It's so hard though.
It's like, don't buy me maternity leggings. God damn it.
I don't mind that. I just don't know about this. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was weird. But
stay away from body stuff with pregnant people.
Always. But I think it's okay to buy, like you have to have an agreement. I think with your family too. Like I always say, just don't get anything for me. Get it all for my son. You have to have those conversations in advance. And like if you have a girls' dinner, you guys are all going out, like it makes sense. But it can feel icky when you're the only one who's showing up. And it also feels really bad if you got outshined with your gift.
Yeah. Gosh, you're giving me like pre-holiday anxiety now. I didn't even know I should worry about this stuff.
Well,
if someone's coming over to your house during the holidays, I feel like have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone's like, we're coming over with the kids, like if there's kids involved, there's gifts.
Given.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. I get confused. I mean, I'm going to get you a gift now for fucking sure.
Well, here's the thing, though. As we're talking about this and I'm scaling back, definitely not getting you a gift.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I can't afford you. I just can't.
I don't need expensive things.
I'll get you Taco Bell gift cards.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, well, we have a guest coming. It's excited about.
Amazing. Thank you for
listening.
listening.
Thanks for listening.